for coming to watch this video. I originally had asked people on my Instagram, my family, friends that I have on there, like what should be my next video, and this was actually like the most voted for, next to I think like doing a mukbang video. So I decided to start off with this video. And I'm going to be talking to you guys about my labor story, and I'm kind of excited and a little bit nervous just because this is actually probably my third time filming this video. And looking back at my other footage, I had forgotten like several key things, and I was like, no, I have to talk about this. So also the other footage was really long because I did ramble, which I am gonna probably do in this video, but I was like, let me try to cut it short, and that's what I'm gonna try to do for you guys. So if you see me looking a lot over there, it's because my baby's over there, she's playing. So if she ends up, getting a little fussy, I might pick her up, or I'm just gonna go check on her. Anyways, so I'm just gonna jump right in. So it all started off on Saturday. It was August 3rd when I woke up, and I remember feeling like well rested that day, which was not normal for me because at that point I wasn't sleeping much. And I remember thinking, you know what, telling my boyfriend, I think we need to go to the hospital because her movement, like there was movement, but I just wasn't sure, like it wasn't strong enough for me to be like, oh, that's the baby. So I told him, let's just go check it out. I was like, they're probably gonna send us home because we had already had a scare like this. And yeah, they sent us home. They told us everything was fine, that maybe one of the reasons was that she's getting big, and there's fewer room in there to move, so she's not moving as much. But even then, like that Saturday morning, I was like, no, like she hasn't moved at all. So we went, and sure enough, they ended up admitting me because they had put like a monitor, a heartbeat monitor, and then like a monitor to detect like her level of activity, things like that. And in fact, they did see that her activity level was really low. Not only that, but I don't remember exactly what it was, but there was something with the heartbeat. I don't know if her heartbeat was like low, or it was high. I can't remember, but I want to say that it was like going up and down, but I don't remember. So that happened. They ended up admitting me. They told me, you know what, we're gonna actually induce you. And the doctor that was gonna be in for the night was decided to do that just for the safety of my baby. So I was like, when I heard that, I was super excited because by that time I was already really tired. Like I just wanted, to have my baby already, and I wanted to meet her, and so I was excited. I was happy, but I was nervous because it just got real. Like I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have my baby, So yeah, they ended up moving me to a room, to my labor room where I gave birth, and they checked for me. They checked if I was dilated, and they saw that I wasn't dilated at all. So they had to, the nurse told me, I don't remember the name of the pill, but I remember they inserted a pill into my vagina, and I want to say it was to thin my cervix, or just to start the dilation process, because I wasn't dilated at all. So they wanted me to, just start the labor process going and all that. And so they did that, and I want to say I got like I was getting a dose of that pill like every 2 hours or every 4 hours, but I can't remember. So it was that. And then when they saw that wasn't doing nothing for me, they they put no yeah they started me on pitocin through the IV, and you know that was supposed to be, I think, a little bit stronger and kind of speed up the process of that, of getting contractions and dilation. And Bebe, let me grab her. This video featuring baby Emma. Hold on. ¿Qué pasó? Come on. ¿Qué pasó? Avanti. You want to be in my video? You want to be in my video? Okay, let's go. Okay. Okay. Oh. So they started me on pitocin, and when they saw, well, yeah, so this was, I think that when they started me on pitocin, it was already Sunday. And they saw that that also wasn't doing anything for me because they kept checking for dilation and nothing was happening. Nurses were coming in and out of the room. They were asking me, are you thinking of an epidural? How are you feeling? Things like that. At this point, like, I wasn't eating. When I got admitted on Saturday, I didn't eat nothing Saturday. I didn't eat nothing Sunday. I ate till like after I gave birth. Basically, they did give me food, and what's it called? Anyways, you see, I'm getting out of track here. So I remember at some point when my contractions started getting really strong. This was already Saturday, probably afternoon, and they asked me, are you thinking of getting an epidural? I remember my response to the nurse was, I don't know, maybe if I told her, if I give in, yes, and she looked at me and she's like, no, don't think of it that way. She's all like, I've had 4 babies and I've had 4 epidurals. I had an epidural for each and one of them, and don't feel bad or don't feel like you're giving in. And so I remember kind of like after she told me that, I felt a little bit better, because I remember just going in to the whole thing and throughout my pregnancy, I felt super pressured, like, not to get an epidural by several people. And I don't know, just to be honest, I know I'm not the only girl who has felt this, but I don't know, as women, I feel like several of us have had that pressure, and if not, probably most of us have had that pressure where, oh, don't get an epidural, and and anyways, that's, you see, I'm getting off track. So she ended up telling me that. I felt a little bit better, so I kind of was a little bit more like, you know what, if I can't handle the pain, I am gonna end up getting the epidural. So it was maybe like around 11 or 10 p.m. where they came in, and my contractions were really bad. Like, they were probably just getting stronger and stronger. And at this point too, they were checking for dilation. I wasn't dilating at all. So I was starting to get really frustrated, really sad more than anything, just because I was like, what's going on? Like, how am I not, which is after I read a little bit, and it's totally normal for first time moms to not dilate. So I wish I knew that, because I totally felt like, oh my god, like something's wrong with me, or but it's completely normal. So they ended up telling me around that time, like 10, 9ish, if you don't open up, we're gonna end up giving you a C-section. So when I heard that, I was like, oh hell no, I don't want a C-section, just because of the healing process with that. And given my circumstances, I knew that I wasn't gonna have a lot of help in the house, and so I was just kind of scared of just the C-section and the pain of it, mostly because of all the stories I had heard and the stuff I had looked online and things like that. So I just didn't want a C-section. And So when they told me that I might get a C-section, I was really sad. I was like, man. And she told me also, if you're thinking of an epidural, I think you should get it now, because during an epidural you're not supposed to move. So she kind of scared me. She didn't tell me that, like, she didn't tell me, oh, you know, like something's gonna happen to you. But that's, I just put it in my own head, like if I get the epidural and if I get it too late and I'm like not able to be still, you know, something's gonna happen to me. So I ended up you see, and I was gonna say it again. I ended up giving in. No, I ended up deciding to get the epidural. ¿Qué pasó? And I got the epidural, and that was my savior, because as soon as I got the epidural, within an hour, I was like dilating. I kid you not, probably like 4 or 5 within an hour or more. I cannot remember, but after that, it just went by so fast. Like I remember like I was at a 5, and then I jumped from a 5 to like a 7. Well, I mean, I know that's probably doesn't sound like a lot, but like a 7 to like full on like the head, you know, they had me pushing, things like that. So yeah, the epidural really saved me from not getting the C-section, and I'm really happy that I decided to get the epidural. And my baby ended up being born at 2:30 a.m. Oh, let me say this too. When after I got the epidural, it was really scary, just because not being able to feel like the lower part, or like just not being able to feel my lower body, was very scary. I think that was more scary than when they actually came in to give me the epidural. The epidural was painless. Like it felt like a little pinch, but it wasn't painful at all. I was scared, but I think it was more scary once I felt my whole body numb. Like it was just the feeling of it. It's crazy just to know, like I couldn't move. It was scary. So at some point I ended up telling the doctor, you know what, can you turn off my epidural, because it was giving me anxiety not being able to feel like my legs or not being able to move. So yeah, they ended up turning off the my epidural, or like the liquid, I guess, that numbs you and stuff. So when I started giving birth, like I wasn't still able to move. I didn't really feel pain at all, but I ended up oh, that's what I wanted to tell you. You see, oh my gosh. So I ended up after I got the epidural, they actually placed like a yoga ball in between my legs. I was on my side. That really helped me to open up as well. I'm trying not to forget stuff. So that's why I'm like, ugh. But yeah, so the ball helped me a lot. And what else? I know I'm forgetting something, because I was about to say it, but like it's just my mind is going too fast with all these thoughts and like trying to remember all this. So I think that's it, guys. I might be missing some stuff, like I said, but if I keep on recording this while I'm thinking over here, this video is gonna be like an hour. Yeah. I'm hating the fact that I can't remember what I was gonna say, but ¿qué pasó? Yeah, she's like, nah. She probably wants a diaper change too, huh? Yeah, mamas. Here, a ver. Pon, la pon. Oh, what happened? So yeah, that's it. I gotta take my baby to get a diaper change. For me to give her a diaper change is what I meant. Right, mamas? Yeah, mamas. Yeah, mamas. Thank you guys so much for watching, and for those of you who actually voted on my Instagram and voted for this to be one of my videos to talk about my labor. Thank you. I was excited to talk about it. So thank you so much, and bye.